You're beautiful being.
All right, thank you. I appreciate that.
Everything's rolling?
Yo, guys, shut the fuck up. Shut up. We're doing a podcast. All right. I'm gonna.
Definitely gonna put this in the podcast.
All right. Ready? Ready?
Okay, go. Are you gonna do the welcome to the ECOM Profit Masterclass ECOM Academy podcast? I'm here with your host.
All right.
Dude, I'm fucking ready.
All right, we're ready. Welcome to the ECOM Profit Pod. That was all fucked up. Welcome to the ECOM Profit Podcast. We are your hosts, lazchavez and Richard motherfucking Telf. And we're coming to you live from beautiful Miami, Florida. Here on a beautiful day. Johnny's still vaping. Nothing has changed. We've told him time and time again to stop vaping, but this guy just doesn't fucking listen.
He's gonna fucking die from that.
Yeah, John, fucking Rolly's still a bad rapper. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say a little bit low.
I'd be forward if I didn't die.
Yeah. Rolly's still a bad rapper. What else hasn't changed?
Yeah, nothing much. The ads are still shit. I know last week they were shit. They're actually shit today. I just ate a brownie before this.
Richard, he switched from cookies to brownies.
Yeah, but they're still shit.
Tired of the
doing bad.
cookies. But yeah, we're here. Before we go on any further, make sure to smash the like button. It really helps out the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe on Apple, wherever you're listening to this. Or if you're watching, then you're watching us. These beautiful people here, Richard and I. But yeah, whatever you got to do, go ahead and do it. Leave a review if you have to. Comment in the section. Comment down below. Say what's up. Say hello. I actually know somebody commented on the last podcast, and that's actually the topic that we're going to be talking about today. So hey, if you want to learn about something, drop it in the comments down below. Major key.
Do you remember who commented or no? Their name?
No, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe Johnny can pull them up. I'm not really 100% sure. On the last podcast, somebody commented about what we're talking about today. Johnny will pull it up. He'll probably post like a picture here or something, say like who asked the question. But the question basically was, what's better, or maybe not what's better. They just asked general store, niche store, or one product store. What is, what's best? And each of them have their pros and cons. So we'll just talk about what the pros and cons for each is.
His name is Angel Gutierrez.
Angel Gutierrez. So shout out to Angel.
So this one's for you, man.
This one's for you.
Podcast 007 is for you.
Yeah, this one's all for Angel.
So I guess we can start off. We can go pros and cons on each one, and then which one we like the best.
Yep. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So I'll start off with a general store, since that's what we teach mainly. So pros of a general store: extremely easy to start. Right? You can just throw up a shitload of products on there, sell them. Extremely easy to start. Very beginner friendly. You don't really need to build an audience or anything like that. It's not branded, which I guess that's also a bad thing. Those are some
that
of
would
the pros.
That would definitely be a con of the general store. That's not like
it could also be a positive, because you can just sell. Well, yeah. You can sell whatever you want.
Yeah, I would say the main pro of the general store is the flexibility. Yeah. That you have the flexibility of basically testing out whatever product you want. You're not tied to any one niche or anything in particular. So if you find something hot, something that looks viral, you can pretty much sell it on your store. It doesn't matter. And again, like Richard said, it's probably the most beginner friendly. It's definitely what we teach in our program. We always recommend for beginners, start off with a general store, because it's going to be a lot easier for you to test products and find products. The way that general stores usually work is you're just testing products and trying to find products as quickly as possible. And that's I think the easiest way to start in e-com.
And it's really easy to scale too, because with a niche, I'll do a comparison with a niche store. You're stuck to a specific niche, so it's really hard to scale in the sense that it's harder to find a product versus a general store. Since you're putting up every single product that you see that you think is cool, it's a lot easier to scale, and you can definitely start to make money a lot faster than if you were to start off with a niche store. And that's why I was saying that it's a positive that it's not branded, because with a niche store, you're creating a brand and you're really growing at a steady slow but steady pace versus a general store where you just throw up a whole mess of products and you can just grow it extremely fast because you're not branded. But again, not being branded is also one of the biggest cons of a general store because you're not creating a brand. So at the end of the day, you're just selling products, but you don't really have an asset. You can't sell your store.
There's no long-term value to it. Yeah.
You don't have an asset. You cannot sell the general store. So that's why it's a con, and it's a pro because it's a lot faster to scale since it's not a branded store. So that's for general store.
And moving away from that, I guess we'll hit the general store again. Most beginner friendly. That's what we would recommend to somebody starting out. If you're starting out, highly recommend the general store. It's easy to set up. You can just throw a bunch of products on there, find something viral, and it's very easy to advertise. So highly recommend if you're starting out general store. The next one would be, I guess, a niche store.
Yeah.
On a niche store, again, pros of that would be it's easier to build a brand around it, because you're selling similar products. Products that are on in a similar niche. Another benefit would be you're able to cross-sell and upsell people. So once you have a customer, you can kind of sell them a similar product. You can kind of do that with a general store, but like your products, they're gonna go like in categories. So maybe if you have like some pet products, some kitchen products, you can kind of like cross-sell those products.
Yeah.
But with a niche store, you can kind of cross-sell the entire store because everything's related. Again, I guess a niche store con of that would be the testing flexibility. You're kind of limited to a niche of products. You can't just kind of go with the viral products that have nothing in common. You kind of want to stay, niche down. So it's a little bit more tricky, but it's 100% doable. And the way you want to go about it, I guess, is just building more awareness.
Yeah. You're going to spend a lot more money at the beginning. Also, with a niche store, you definitely need more money to start it off because you will be running some ads just for awareness. Some examples of a niche store that I can think of, like online stores or like pet stores. I know there's one called barkbox.com.
Yeah.
Where they send you like what's it called again? The recurring subscription box. Yeah, but it's also a niche store because it's dedicated towards dogs. And I don't know how many ads I've seen that they didn't even have a call to action. So that's something else that you should watch out for in niche stores, that you'll be spending a lot of money on just awareness ads. So that can quickly increase the cost, but it will pay off in the long run because now, look, I'm talking about BarkBox here.
Right. Yeah.
So that's the whole point of that.
Yeah. And you're looking at a more of a long-term asset. Yeah. Something that that even if you're like kind of breaking even on the front end, it's still valuable because it's an asset that you can then later, retarget your customers, like build like a whole brand around it and kind of like sell it if you want to.
Yeah. You can definitely turn around and sell it. So that's really the main thing. With a niche store, that you're building an asset that you can turn around and sell. And I think most of the successful, okay, I'll take that back. Not most of the successful, because there are a shitload of general successful stores, but most of the really big stores are niche stores.
Yeah,
like I could think of a few that are general. Like if you what's that store that we used to look at them all the time? It's a Shopify store.
What was it? What niche?
That they would sell like really cool gadgets. It was a general store, but it was a branded general store.
Like I think Dude Gadgets or something.
No, not Dude Gadgets.
Inspire Uplift.
One of those.
Yeah, it was one of those.
Yeah,
stores.
so you can also do that. You can brand a general store too. I think it's harder though to brand a general store.
Oh yeah.
I've seen a few attempts at that.
I think the main thing with branded general store.
Dude, fuck! They have the commercial on TV and everything.
Touch of Modern.
That's the store.
Yeah. So it's like a general store that they kind of sell like everything and anything.
But they branded it.
But they branded it. Yeah. They did a pretty good job. They have commercials on TV and everything.
Yeah.
So and they just kind of sell whatever. But they did a good job of doing that. I think the main thing with a niche store versus a general store is that it comes down to the returning customer. So if you can have stuff that like people will come back to, because maybe they're kind of like a niche in and of their own, that they just sell like cool products, I guess. Yeah. So they're in the niche of cool products, like cool trendy products. So it's
I guess every
like,
general store could
be like a niche store, like
can be niche store
if you kind of like do it the right way.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's kind of like what they did. And yeah,
And then yeah, so that's a niche store. And I think a single product store, it's literally just a more niche store. If you could even like if you get a product in a niche store and you put it on one landing page, and I think it's mostly about increasing your conversion rates for a one product store. That's all. That's really like the difference from a niche and then a one product store is just increasing the conversion rate on that one product.
Yeah, I think for example, if you had a niche store that was just one product, I think a popular one that people always talk about, it's like that burrito blanket thing. Like they were selling.
It's like all those as seen on TV products, I think.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. For example, yeah. So then, like, your domain would be like your product's name.
Your product's name, yeah, exactly.
.com. So and then you're just selling that one product. I guess that leaves you with no testing flexibility.
Right.
You're all in on that one product. Usually, what people do is they'll do that for products that they know will sell.
From a general store, you can definitely pull out one of those.
Right.
That's actually a good strategy. Pulling out a product that sells really well in a general store and making a single product store for it.
Yeah, and as far as like returning customers and stuff like that goes, you're kind of like
I don't know how that would work. To be honest.
Product store, if anything, those
you know what they do though, like they do the reusables. Like if you're selling a camera, for example, you need like something to like clean the lens or something. They'll like resell. Right. That also will be your recurring
or like
customers.
a consumable like something product. Like if it's like a vitamin or or like some sort of health supplement.
Right.
Like something you have to take over and over again. That would be like a good something that you can sell like your customers over and over again.
You can also sell them. Single product stores are branded. And they're sellable. Branded. So that's another pro to them. We've thought about doing single. Well, no, we have. To be honest, we have done single product stores and they've all failed.
Yeah,
we haven't had a single success. I don't know why. Maybe it was a landing page. It takes a lot of time to. I think when you're doing too many things out. If we were just doing a single product store, pretty sure we would have succeeded at it. But we were doing a million things at once. So
and I think we weren't like really invested in it. We kind of like just threw something up. We're like, oh, we'll try selling this like on its own, and like we didn't even like we ran like $50 or something. We're like, oh, this doesn't work. Like let's just stop running traffic to this. Yeah. But yeah, that's a flex. That's I guess the main points of each. General store, most beginner friendly. I think that's the main takeaway.
Yeah.
I would not recommend someone to start off with a niche store or a one product store. I think it'd be
unless if you have money. If you have money, then fuck it.
Yeah, if you want to just like dabble with it, I mean, you'll make money eventually.
And if it's something that you're passionate for, and you have money, then do it.
Yeah, 100%. But definitely general store, most beginner friendly. Niche store is probably, the best way to build a brand.
Yeah.
You're gonna need some money up front to like kind of get the awareness going on and stuff. But I mean, it's the best long-term asset. And then the one product store is probably just a more niche store. Yeah, because you're just selling that one product.
Yeah, I think the one product store you should only have it if it's a proven product on a niche store or a general store.
Yeah, you need to make sure that's a proven product. If not, you're gonna.
Yeah, you're gonna hit a fucking hard wall.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough for you to sell anything. So
but yeah, that's really it for that topic.
Yeah, Angel, I hope you got a good answer there. Yeah. If you guys enjoyed it, like this video,
thumbs up,
subscribe,
comment. And please, someone else leave a comment because we can definitely just go off of the comments and do the podcast off of the comments. If not, we will just come up with our own shit to talk about.
Yeah, 100%. And Johnny, how are we looking
on time? At 14.
We're at 14 minutes, so
perfect.
Probably less.
Yeah, 14 probably us because we started here and we were lollygagging and fooling around. But yeah, if this is your first podcast episode, what we normally do is that we go on YouTube/podcast because you're listening to us right now. If you're on the podcast, we go here, we talk for like about 15 minutes, and then we kind of go into an audio only section where we take all our clothes off, we get naked, and then we turn off the cameras because we don't want anybody to see this. And if you want to like listen to what we're talking about, things get kind of crazy in there. You got to head over onto Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, look up ECOM Profit Podcast, subscribe there, leave a review 5 stars, and then you can listen to the remainder of the podcast. It really depends how you like listening to these things. I don't know if you like watching us or maybe you do. I don't know. But yeah, that's how this thing goes. So now we're going to shut off the videos. We're going to continue with the audio, and we're going to ask some rapid fire questions. Richard and I go rapid fire in the audio only, and it just gets wild. So YouTube, we're saying goodbye to you, and now we're just gonna continue. We're gonna continue now with the audio only section of the podcast. So I have some questions.